same when I show up now. And I've been from New York to LA and every place in between, but they don't do it like we do it in my hometown. Ain't a thing changed around here but the money. You try to mix it up and let me tell you something. Same in my Dixie, same rowdy bunch with me. I'll be laid up in the dirt before you ever take it from me. So take the boy out the truck, take the boy out the mud, put him up in a PJ, he'll still try to get them 40 stuck. So line them up, turn it up and keep it running. Say whatever you want, but I'm anything but new to country. Ain't a thing changed around here, but something same in my Dixie, same rowdy bunch with me. I'll be laid up in the dirt before you ever take it from me. So take the boy out the truck, take the boy out the mud, put him up in a PJ, he'll still try to get them 40 stuck. So line them up, turn it up and keep it running. Say whatever you want, but I'm anything but new to country. Yeah, I'm anything but new to country. Yeah, I'm anything but new to country.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League finds us across the Atlantic in the magnificent Olympia Stadion in the German capital of Berlin. Coming up, another installment of the NFL International Series, and it should be a great one, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Indianapolis Colts. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. For the first time with Bijan Robinson. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Brings up 2nd and 5. Again, it's Robinson. And he'll take this up to the 30, a gain of 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. That was first throw of the game, going to be intercepted. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. You talk about this Falcon defense. They've certainly had their struggles against the run at the 30th ranked unit out of 32 teams in the NFL.
The numbers are definitely not in their favor, but every time I click on the film and watch them, I see stretches where they play against the run really well. Their biggest problem, when they give up those explosive runs, those 30, 40, 50-yard runs, that'll really mess up your averages.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. The Colts at 3-6 now on the year. Yeah, they've lost 3 straight here. It kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak, and right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Daniel Jones, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Colts take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Point after here coming up. And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy.
Makes the score Colts 7, Falcons 0.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Quick throw there is incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Now Tua. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Go ahead.
Robinson will try to pick it up. And Robinson will not get there. Great defense at the point of attack to stop him short of the first. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. So they go with a tight end carry. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there.
It's a turnover on downs.
So not successful there on the challenge, and he'll have to be careful from here on out because he'll only have 1 challenge remaining. 1st and 10, Taylor now. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks. Successful toss play to the right there. It's interesting. Teams seem to run the toss a lot more to the right than to the left.
It's usually a little more natural. Right-handed quarterback, typically your power side running the ball is to the right side with your guard and your tackle. In college football, they used to call student body right because you have everyone on that side, including the fullback, leading. In the pros, they don't call it that, but it's still the same result.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and
Throwing,
6.
Jones.
27-yard line.
This will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. The end result, 21 yards.
First down. First and goal at the 5-yard line.
They'll run here with Taylor. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. And that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
And goal at the 7-yard line.
Now Jones. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And And the Colts have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. A try here for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
Colts 14, Falcons nothing.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Their own 26-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
First down, Falcons.
Back to Robinson now on first down. He had to fight that time. Ran through one tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage. You look at this Colt defense. They come into this one 9th in the NFL against the run.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
And this ball's going to be down now right at the 10-yard line. Good spot.
And I'm not sure if he got a little sloppy with his mechanics or just put too much juice on the snap. But either way, this one ends up out of the punter's reach. And now it's up to their defense to bail them out.
Jones now throwing to start the drive. Open man, Westbrook-Ikhine. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down.
And the Colts first down.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Colts in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
He was tackled at the
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
3rd down and 7.
Back to throw. Jones. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. And he punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work, get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. A strong running. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there are more people there to get him down.
And he's going to have a Falcons first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
4-yard pickup on the play. And a Falcon first down.
Get right here. Get on.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
Go ahead.
Tua sets up to pass it. Zacchaeus here hauling it in. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? The Falcons on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. Looking to pass. Tua. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely got to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. James Pierce in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. Good coverage there, an even 50-yard punt leads to a return of 5. And it will be Falcon football. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Tua going to throw. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. DeForest Buckner, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
All right, go. Ready.
Going to the air. Tagovailoa. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
Taking a couple yards shy of midfield. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Colts are set up well as they take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. They'll run the toss here with Taylor. Past the 20. 5. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Colts are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 21-0.
21. Falcons, nothing. Rigoberto Sanchez.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Oh, good-looking return set up here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse if this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 40-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. Take a shot at the end of that one, and they'll begin right there. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down. Operating from the gun. Jones. That's complete to Westbrook-Ikhine. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Back to throw again. Now a run here off the RPO, and he'll keep it. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Let's go now.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Falcons are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves.
The ball is free. Taylor lost it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Running straight ahead, Taylor. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 73 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in for second half blowout material. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
At the 40-yard line.
Looking to throw. Jones. Looking left side, and it's complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons 16. That one goes for 24 yards.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Off play action. Jones. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Daniel Jones, 15 yards. And the Colts take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it is 28-0.
Falcons, nothing.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It's a gain of 34.
34-yard line. A gain of 34 yards. First down, Atlanta.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 34. On the toss, here's Robinson. He was trying to turn the corner, but he will go nowhere. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13.
Robinson with another carry.
Shoves him aside. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
This is to Pitts on a quick slant. And they'll get him to the ground, and he has another first down at the Colts' 22-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Robinson up the middle.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta.
Bijan Robinson with his 14th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Folk connects on the extra point. And it's now a 28-7 ball game.
Falcons 7.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board.
And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Incomplete. Leads to 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Jones. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 22 yards there, a first down.
First down.
Here we go.
First and 10 at the 40.
Back to throw. Jones.
This one completes Alec Pierce.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
First down. First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Let's go. Go.
They go play action here on first down.
Pass complete downfield. It's Pierce.
And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal at the Falcons 7.
Looking to throw. Jones. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates.
And the Falcons are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards. Yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
They'll run again here with Robinson. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41.
110 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
So both teams trade touchdowns in the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 41, here's 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
A gain of 4 yards. First down, Atlanta.
Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 45-yard line.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw.
Finding Kyle Pitts running the slant. Big strides, look at him go.
Touchdown, Falcons.
Kyle Pitts,
55 yards.
and the Falcons have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Big problems there on the conversion. A poor snap. It's no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to fake football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw with this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10.
It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have on front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
Jones from the gun on 3rd down. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got them this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Here's Penix. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
So from the 37, here's a 2nd and 8. And looking to throw, Penix.
It's caught left side to tight end Pitts. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
4 receivers now, 3 to the right, 1 to the left. Second down and 4. Complete to Drake London. And they'll get him to the ground. And he has another first down at the Colts 30. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. But correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Penix. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sat back at the 38. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. Defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
First down, Atlanta.
Looking to throw Penix. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Now 2nd down and a few inches. Now a first carry here for the running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
To the air, Penix. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Michael Penix taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Falcons get a bit closer.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be taken in by the Colts. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. A gain of 3, second down.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
I have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7.
Here we go. Hawk 70.
Jones. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
Let's go. Cougar. Second 19.
Now Jones. Jones has just thrown his third interception. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Falcons are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
This is first and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great. Because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap. Now the focus is really clear. They need to get that first down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
This definitely four-down territory at this point, but a critical third down here. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down.
It's now fourth down.
Here we go.
They are going for it. Penix. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. He may go. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Little choice, Charles, but to go for it right there, and that pick six will be the icing on the cake.
Yeah, you don't know how many more possessions you're going to get, so really you're almost at the point of no options. Have to go for it. Bottom line, though, is defenders know that as well. They know you've got to throw the football. Had the right defense call. I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Oh, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
Here's first and 10. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. That's caught by Pitts. And he's going to pick up a first down here as that clock continues to run. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. They'll throw with Penix. Open man downfield, that's Smith-Schuster. And he's going to be shoved out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Here's first down. From the shotgun, it's Penix. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie. Because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
And now we've got a one-score game and at least a little light at the end of the tunnel.
Is that what we call a glimmer of hope?
Glimmer of hope.
Because they've got to get an onside kick and then find their way into the end zone before time expires. Glimmer, or what's less than a glimmer?
I don't know. You're the one that knows all the big words. A sparkle? A sparkle.
Yeah, there we go. That's what we're going with.
Let's go. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. A couple more minutes, and maybe the outcome of this one, Charles, would have been different, but ultimately time runs out on the comeback, so it falls short, and they hold on to win this by just one possession.
Not the fourth quarter they wanted, but they did earn the win, and they'll be happy about that, and they should be. Now they're going to go back to practice, see if they can do to prevent a future lead from slipping away like this one was.
So for the Colts, it's a win they needed, if for nothing else than their sanity, as they move to 4-6. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, the turnaround hasn't materialized as they fall to 2-7. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.